Hey, deserving listeners, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let's watch. My name is Dr. Kirk Honda. I'm a therapist and a professor. As I always say, don't use YouTube as a replacement for therapy. If you need a therapist, get one. You deserve it. Let's watch.
Wait. Sutton, come here for a second.
Hold on.
Don't
please
sit down.
Please, Sutton, are you okay?
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Can we sit down?
Listen to me. Calm down. Okay? You're okay. And it's okay.
Breathe.
It's all right.
Breathe.
It's all right. Breathe. It's all right.
Good. This is what Kyle should have done from the beginning of breathe, you're okay, hug, let's get you to de-escalate, then maybe we can have a conversation about this.
Okay, I think maybe someone else needs a drink.
It's all right, okay?
Okay.
It's all right.
Okay. I didn't handle that well.
It doesn't matter.
Sweetie, what happened? Okay.
Also good for Sutton to say that. She vacillates between, I think, functional, healthy behavior and some undifferentiated behavior. Again, I think she's operating from a place of a lot of ongoing trauma. She said earlier that she prays to Jesus every day, and she's just asking for Jesus to throw her a bone of just, please, just, I'm suffering, and my life is falling apart. That's the way it sounded to me. I don't know if that's true. But anyway, good thing she has said is, I did not handle that well. And so she can recognize that, which is, thumbs up.
That was wrong of me. I think they were pleather, not leather pants, but...
You were coming down looking beautiful and smiling, and then it all blew up.
Do you want me to walk you out?
Tell me what to do.
I am always going to be 100% honest with you.
Yeah.
The word violation threw everybody for a loop.
Okay, so this is good. They're having a conversation. And I don't think that Crystal is wrong for using the word violation. I think Crystal could clarify and say, I'm not saying it's a 10 out of 10 violation. It was more like a 4 out of 10 or 3 out of 10 violation, but it's still a violation. For her to not make sure that I was okay with her answering, opening the door, and to just walk in is a violation of my privacy. Pure and simple. Now, we can debate the degree of the violation or what it means or what this means about Sutton, but I'm okay with the word. Now, if I were Crystal in this moment and my goal was to make things nice, I would say, okay, fine, let's use a different word. Like the other word I would use is invasion, slight invasion of my privacy. Maybe a phrase like that. Let's see what she says.
If people don't like it, they don't like it. I'm not going to take back a word that I used actually correctly, and it means a violation of privacy. Crossing the line. She crossed the line.
Girl, come on. You gotta bend a little bit. Hey, maybe I went out of line, but I also felt like you did something. At least acknowledge that. It doesn't mean you're not right.
Right. I think Garcelle's right about that, of like, okay, and because it seems like Crystal is having the attitude just like, I don't care what Crystal's going through, or I don't care what Sutton's going through, I don't care. I know what she's upset, and you know what? I don't care. The attitude, I think that's another part of what's triggering Sutton is that attitude. And I think that's concerning to the whole group, because I think they, at least on paper, want everyone to get along.
So whatever you want to do, my honey. I do not want you to feel pressure. If you feel comfortable enough.
Come sit next to me.
Okay.
I'm coming. Crystal, I apologize for talking badly about your pants. I think they're very cute, actually.
For the longest time, I've been trying to figure out what those spinny things are, and I thought they're not oriented right to be fans, because it would make sense you'd have a fan going maybe. But I think what they're for are for flies, which I have to say is if they work, that's a wonderful invention, because if you got a lot of flies around you, and you're constantly like, get out. So where do I get one of those? They look expensive though.
Care about it.
When you insult someone's outfit, that is below the belt.
Not every.
Right. I mean, culturally speaking, that's not my world. If someone insulted my outfit, I'd be like, okay, it's fine. I don't take pride. They take a lot of pride in their outfits, and I think culturally speaking, that's a big deal to them. So to insult her outfit was a big deal.
Sutton was in tears and wanted to leave. She still feels uncomfortable.
Did something I say trigger it today?
No, it's just your present.
My present.
No,
Okay.
was that necessary?
No, y'all, come on. It's hard for me to like be here and be with you.
Okay, again, if I'm pointing out some healthiness, I think Sutton is de-escalating. I think the hugging helped her. And she is sitting there, and I think she is at least open to moving forward, kind of. And she's being honest. She's like, well, no, you didn't say anything. It's just your presence. And I think that's honest. I think she could soften a little bit and say, like, no, you didn't say anything, but I guess I'm still hurt about the whole thing. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I guess I'm still hurt. Let's see what they say.
Because you made judgments about me without knowing me.
You know that line? When people show you who they are, believe them. That's all.
Why are you constantly mean?
You're upset because you want me to apologize for something that you did.
Right. But if you're trying to smooth things over, I wouldn't apologize if I think that if Crystal would say something like, look, let's use a different phrase. I just didn't like it that you came in my room without making sure that I wanted you to come in my room. I don't know if I'm different from y'all, but for me, I'm just really private about my things, and it just scared me. And I felt like the way you responded afterwards, it's like you didn't care about the way it affected me. That's all I'm saying. I think if she, and this is very typical to the way conflicts escalate, is people will fight about fighting. They'll fight about something that they said while they were fighting, instead of returning back to the reason why they got into the fight in the beginning and maybe resolving that.
I will not. Let's be clear.
No.
I will not apologize
get your finger
for your actions.
Out of the air.
You're an inappropriate, awkward person.
Right. So I'm guessing Crystal is triggered now as well. She was keeping her composure earlier. And I've said this before, if you have feelings, communicate that. But if you're just going to call someone names, there's really nothing good that comes from that. And they've been doing this to each other from the beginning. Sutton has called her names. Crystal has called her names. And now she's called her awkward and inappropriate. Is that the word?
Period. And then you want to cry and get empathy. You're not going to get it. Trust me.
Okay. One, I'm not crying to get empathy. I was crying because I wanted to leave.
Then leave. It's obnoxious.
I think we should put on your big girl panties. Tell her what you need.
Ones.
What do you want from her?
Garcelle, trying to help. She's triangulating in a good way. I think this is a good move. I do not think that Crystal and Sutton are prepared to answer these questions, though. I think they need more help with how to communicate and with what to say.
You have hurt me in a lot of ways.
Great start. Great start. If she would say, maybe I'm overly sensitive, I don't think you meant to hurt me, I don't know, but you've hurt me in a lot of ways. I am hurt. That's where all this is coming from. All of my anger, all of my behavior, my crying, it's all coming from you hurt my feelings. It's a great start. Let's see if they can continue that trend of communicating in a healthy way.
Manic is a little much.
It is. I don't trust your reaction. It feels like kind of manic.
Kind of need that one to be retracted.
I'm not taking that back.
So what does she mean by manic? And again, they're using all these words instead of explaining what they mean. I don't know what Crystal means by manic. Now, I think Crystal in this moment now is very negative about Sutton because of her feelings, being hurt and scared of Sutton over time. But manic, in my world, is a clinical term that is, there's nothing manic in terms of mania, in terms of bipolar, that Sutton exhibits. Just nothing along those lines. What does she mean by manic? I suspect what Crystal means is you seem emotionally volatile. Maybe use that word. Again, I don't think that would help. So I think that it's interesting because if I was to rate Crystal and Sutton in terms of who is contributing to the problem, I would say they both are equally, but in different ways. For Sutton, she vacillates between very unhelpful and actually trying to make things better. Crystal is like very consistently not helping, but not making things worse until things like this happen.
Well, I think manic because she had confessed to you that her father had committed suicide.
And he was manic.
I don't judge you based on your father's
Right, but
story.
she's just telling you why it's a sensitive subject.
Sure, okay.
Why it particularly stung like a bee.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So, and the friends are helping out. So for Sutton, her father died by suicide, and from what they're saying, did suffer from mania and maybe bipolar. And for Crystal to call her that would be a sensitive topic, which makes total sense.
Okay, I take away that you're manic, and I'm sorry that you feel bad that I said that, and I won't say it again.
Don't say that unless you believe it.
I said I won't say. No.
Don't
I said I feel bad.
You truly
Wait, Lisa, did you hear what I said?
So Lisa, I think, said something that was helpful because I'm sorry that you felt that way. And I think it was a good thing that Lisa is intervening, because I think Lisa knew that if nothing was said, Sutton was going to say, hey, you're not, that's not an apology. So I think Crystal will be, okay, oh, sorry. I am genuinely sorry for using that word, because it's unfair to maybe use that word, and it apparently has something to do with your past, and it's just it's an unfair word to use. What I should have said was, you seem emotionally volatile. You seem like you have emotions, and it affects your thinking sometimes. I'm not saying if I'm right or wrong, but that's what I meant by that. I didn't mean, that you have some mental illness or something.
Say it again. Don't
I said
say it
I
unless
feel
you believe
bad
it.
that I said it, and I won't say it again.
Okay, good.
This is definitely going in the non-apology apology Hall of Fame.
I mean, I wouldn't put it in the Hall of Fame. There have been some doozies by politicians and others in recent years, during the Me Too movement in particular. So I definitely wouldn't put it in the Hall of Fame. But yes, it's an apology, non-apology.
Okay, so you guys both apologize to each other. We don't talk about it again.
But we got to make sure that you're okay. Are you okay?
I am more than happy to move
Good.
on from this.
Awesome. Let's be done.
I don't think they're done. I do not think that they are done. I think this is worse. I think they're worse off after this party, far worse than they were before. And I think it's just going to get worse next time unless someone helps them with how they perceive the conflict and communicate about it.
And
Why?
lock your damn door.
Oh, girl, you're just taking it back.
I did that.
Good move by Sutton to make a joke. And in the effort of making levity, she is saying something to Crystal in good fun of just like, in the future, just lock your door. And that's good. It's a good move. Maybe that'll end it. Maybe it'll, or not end it, but it'll start the ball rolling so that they can actually get over this issue. I don't know.
Okay, I did night 3. I'll tell you that.
Joke. Come on. Too soon. I am drunk.
Me too. Yay!
All right, well, that does it for that episode. Everyone out there, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.